Hi, I'm Callise.
Got to take photos of Abby during our journey through The Last of Us 2.
So I'm going to share my slideshow with you and tell you all about our journey.
I did use the photo mode feature in Last of Us 2, so if you don't want spoilers, now's the time to back out. We went to the park with Abby's father. There was a giant crab playground and a giant octopus at the playground. Abby's boyfriend Owen discovers an aquarium. Owen really likes the seals. Abby rides down the railing to Owen. Owen discovers that a family had owned this boat and they were planning to sail away. And Owen was like, we could do that too. We could just pick up and leave. Abby and Owen try to find a seal together, but Abby is too obsessed with getting her revenge and learning how to fight and to become stronger to sit around looking at seals with Owen. Abby chose revenge instead of love. Abby's father was killed by a man named Joel, and later Abby got her revenge against him in this cabin. It was a really pretty area during the winter time. And I got pictures of Abby jumping across areas. This is the picture of the mess hall. And why would I take a picture of just a dining area? I mean, it's so hard to find so many people nowadays in one place. Being able to sit and relax and have a nice meal. I got a picture of Abby taking a bite out of her burrito. Abby is giving pets to the dog Alice. Abby gets to play fetch with Alice. Abby, Mel, and I had to leave the safety of the place and go on a mission. We ended up getting attacked on the truck, and then it ended up crashing and we had to get out and survive on the land for a while. We ended up at this hardware store where I noticed these cute little jack-o'-lanterns. Heading towards the Ferris wheel because we know the aquarium is there, and that's where we're gonna find Owen. We ended up at a Chinese restaurant with some really cool painting of some koi fish. There was a really cool mural of a dragon, a painting of a geisha. We found this massive shrine to that cult, and they wrote letters about things they wanted in life, and prayers. There are paintings for that cult everywhere in this town. We ended up finding Owen and the aquarium just like we knew where he would be. Owen is actually a pretty good artist, and he was redoing this mural. Since Abby picked revenge instead of love, Owen moved on to Mel, and he was decorating for Christmas time, adding some beautiful lights. Abby in the heat of battle. Look at the shot I managed to get of Abby shooting it and the blood spraying out. Abby got the creature to do a dab from shooting it. So this cult member actually saved Abby's life, and it cost her her arm. She was severely injured, so Abby was carrying her, trying to get her to a safe place. The Ferris wheel, always the guide to the aquarium. We wanted to see if Mel was there and if she could save that girl's arm. Mel said we needed to get supplies, so we headed towards the hospital. We found a painting of dogs playing poker. Lev wanted to know what was up with these cats. It seems so silly. Their cult doesn't believe in checking out things from the old world. They won't even use technology of the old world. More art from the Scars cult. Lev takes us a shortcut to get to the hospital. However, Abby is terrified of heights, and this is really difficult for her. We get to the hospital hoping that we could just hand the list of items we need that Mel gave us, but it seemed that they were packing up the hospital and barely any supplies left. Go to the hospital, Abby said. It would be easy, Abby said. It was not easy. It was very difficult. Go to the basement, they said, and see if you can find any supplies. Oh, yeah, there's just these freaking things that come out of the wall and grab you. But I did manage to get some action shots of Abby fighting back. And then there was this thing in the bottom of the basement, this blobby, fleshy, annoying, evil thing, and we barely escaped the hospital with the first aid kit and our lives. So we get back to the aquarium with the supplies Mel needed to save Yara's arm. She had to get it amputated, but she's still alive. And then Lev goes missing, and we start to go looking for Lev. We checked the shipwreck cove. Yara has been terrified of dogs because they've been attacked or hunted by them, but we let her pet Alice and said Alice is a good dog. She won't harm you with us. She was able to get over her fear of dogs, and she got to play fetch with Alice. It looks like Abby and the pelican are having a very serious conversation. Yora realized that Lev went back to the island for their mother to try to convince her to leave, so that's where we would have to go. We get back to Yora and Lev's house to find that the mother tried to kill Lev, and accidentally Lev killed her instead. During the wolf's attack on the island, Yora gets killed and the whole island is on fire. We're in the middle of a war zone here. Abby and Lev are racing off. There is like fire everywhere, and we're just trying to find a boat so we can get out of here. We end up inside this burning building, and we barely get out of there. We managed to get a boat, and we managed to get back to the aquarium. And little did we know that inside the aquarium, Mel and Owen had been murdered by some girl named Ellie. Abby ended up tracking down Ellie and was gonna kill the person Ellie loved when Lev convinced Abby not to do it, and we all decided to take Owen's plan and leave this place. Owen's plan was to find the fireflies and try to regroup, and so that's what we decided we were gonna go do. Lev was asking, why is this room painted like the outdoors? And Abby tried to explain that in the old days they would have themes for the room. We got all excited because we thought we finally reached other fireflies, but it ended up being a trap by these rattlers who captured us. We got strung up for being too rebellious and not following orders, and then that Ellie girl shows up and frees Abby, who frees us. Abby had to carry Lev because Lev was too injured to be able to walk. I followed behind this Ellie girl wondering, what is she doing here? And Abby had spared Ellie's life and the one Ellie loved, and yet she's wanted to get in a fight with Abby, and she threatened to kill Lev, and I couldn't help because Ellie is way too wild with a knife for me to be able to help out, and this was Abby and Ellie's fight, and I was so worried Abby was going to get killed. But Ellie just let Abby go, and Abby, Lev, and I just all got on the boat and left that girl on the beach. And I found myself wondering, what are Abby and Lev gonna do next? Thanks for watching. Maybe you'll watch more. Maybe the video on the left. Maybe the video on the right. If you're on a mobile device and you don't see any options in the hands, it's in the description.